This is a video about venture capitalists that waste your time. And the purpose of this video is to share with you how to make sure that this doesn't happen to you. A company that I'm involved with called me today to tell me the story of a disheartening meeting he took with a venture capital firm. He presented his story. Actually, the venture capitalist had contacted him cold saying, I heard about what you're doing and I'd love to learn more. Can I come by? So the entrepreneur presented what he was doing in a very passionate way. He thought he delivered a magnificent pitch. And at the end of the meeting, the venture capitalist said, wow, it sounds like great stuff, but not for us. And when the entrepreneur asked, well, why isn't this for you? The venture capitalist said, well, we only invest in businesses that are at a 5 million revenue run rate, minimum 5 million revenue run rate. And what's more is because we have such a large fund, we can't write checks that are smaller than $5 million, and that's at the low end of what we do. Well, this entrepreneur runs a hot business that a lot of people I think are excited about, but is at the earliest stages of revenue generation and is only looking to raise $2 million. So why would the venture capitalist write him cold and take a meeting? Why would the venture capitalist waste his time? Who knows? Could be lots of reasons. It might be because the venture capitalist wants to build relationships over time and build his pipeline of deals. So in the event this company does well, he's in a position to say, hey, I was with you all along. I've been following your progress and we'd love to jump in. But there are other reasons he might look to take an early meeting. It might be that his mandate from the people that are running his fund are, you better get smart in this space. You need to learn about every single startup that's there because we're thinking of making an investment. Or maybe the mandate is you need to learn about this space because we are investing in another company. And the only way we're going to get smart about the space is if you take meetings with startups. I don't blame the venture capitalist for wanting to reach out to other companies if his motive is to learn about the space, even if he wants to invest in another company. What is aggravating is when venture capitalists that have parameters that restrict their ability to invest in early stage businesses aren't transparent about it. And frankly, entrepreneurs need to be smarter and more direct with venture capitalists before they take meetings. So if you want to take a meeting with a venture capitalist because you know that they're interested in your vertical, go ahead, build the relationship. But if you're in a place where you're looking to take very targeted meetings that can convert to actual financings, there is nothing wrong with you saying to a venture capitalist before you take a meeting, I need to know more about you. I need to know the parameters under which you invest. I need to know the average deal size you've done for the last several deals. I need to know what type of revenue traction you're looking for before you write a check. Because frankly, while I'd love to meet you, I have a limited amount of time. The venture capitalist should have been more transparent about why he wanted the meeting and the parameters under which he could invest. Good venture capitalists will do that. But the entrepreneur, well, you need to protect your time. You're the one I'm speaking to. You need to say, I have one commodity, I have one asset that's more valuable than everything else, and that's my time. And when I take meetings with venture capitalists, I am going to screen them the same way they screen me, and I'm going to understand the parameters by which they invest. If I can't ascertain that information online, I'm going to ask it directly. Protect your time, and you will find that much like your productivity increases with putting together your product or your service, or your productivity can increase with your sales efforts, you can maximize your productivity with respect to financing. Protect your time.